This week on Home and Away in Australia, as Remy is caught cheating with Avalon, can he convince Bree to give him a second chance? Remy has some explaining to do as he returns to Summer Bay this week, after a night of partying saw him betray two of the most important people in his life. Remy's recently been under pressure as he's tried to split his time between producing Kirby's album and being a featured artist on the new album of singer Avalon Bracken. As he struggled to function on little sleep, Avalon shared with Remy her own secret to burning the midnight oil, slipping a small sachet of drugs into his hand. Although Remy initially resisted temptation, he ended up using the drugs as he raced to finish off Kirby's album in time for her launch at Salt last week, holing himself up in a hotel room. As the minutes ticked down at Salt, with Remy missing in action, Sonny eventually found him at home clapped out on his bed with the empty sachet beside him. After forcing Remy into a cold shower, Sonny was able to get him to the launch and have Kirby's album delivered in time, desperately covering for Remy by claiming that his hard drive had failed. But Remy's girlfriend Bree didn't buy the excuse and knew there was more to it. With Sonny worried for Remy, he arranged to meet Bree on the beach early the next morning, intending to tell her about Remy's drug use. However, Remy intervened at the last moment, aggressively pushing Sonny away from Bree and warning him not to say another word. As the two argued, Bree presumed that Remy was feeling insecure after Sonny had previously tried it on with her, which provided Remy with a perfect cover story for his anger. Later, Remy swore to Sonny that the drug-fueled meltdown was a one-time thing and promised it was behind him. Sonny agreed to keep his secret, and when later pushed for a proper explanation, Remy told Bree that he had actually just been running late for Kirby's launch and didn't want to say anything. Kirby was stunned when she was later offered the opportunity to support a successful band, The Chosen, on a 6-week European tour. But after meeting with them in the city, the offer was then expanded to an entire world tour. The tour goes for a year, Kirby explained to Remy and bestmate Eden, and then I'm not sure where I'll need to be after that. Eden could read between the lines as she realized that Kirby would not be returning to Summer Bay. What's more, Kirby revealed that she would be having to leave the very next day, as she wanted to spend time with her mom and dad before embarking on her journey. Eden and Remy put on a brave face as they congratulated Kirby, but privately admitted to each other that they had mixed emotions, unable to help feeling they were getting left behind. As the pair joined Kirby, Mackenzie and Justin for celebratory drinks at Salt that evening, Eden pointed out to Remy that he had produced the album that was going to launch a successful artist into the world. I did, even if I can't exactly do the same for myself, Remy glumly observed. It's not our time, yet, Eden assured him. As the three went back to the share house together for the final time, Remy pulled out his guitar and they sang a rendition of Explosions on the Brain, the very first song they had sung as a group on their arrival in Summer Bay, back when original frontman Bob was still part of the lineup. The performance only made Remy feel worse though, and after leaving Avalon's pad earlier in the day just as a group of her friends were arriving, Remy decided to return to join the party. The following day, Remy was nowhere to be seen as Kirby's loved ones gathered to bid her farewell. Bree was again concerned about Remy's absence, and was forced to cover to a disappointed Kirby by claiming Remy had been stuck in traffic as they waved her off. As Bree began to panic and ordered Eden to ring Cash to find out if there'd been any accidents, whilst she rang the hospital, Sonny's intuition had him ask Justin for Avalon's address. At Avalon's, it was the morning after the night before, but Remy had appeared to resist the temptation to partake in any copious drinking or further pick-me-ups. As Remy later listened to Kirby's heartfelt voicemail bidding him goodbye, Avalon sympathized with him. Maybe you didn't want to say goodbye because you wished that she wasn't leaving, Avalon commented. This must feel like the whole world is just moving on without you. As Remy admitted that was exactly how he was feeling, they were interrupted by Sonny, who berated Remy for missing Kirby's farewell. Seeing an empty sachet, Sonny was quick to presume Remy had been using again. Remy denied the accusation and reminded Sonny that it was none of his business, before ordering him to leave. Sonny reluctantly did do, but not before pointing out what his absence was doing to Bree. Back in the Bay, Sonny finally admitted the truth to Eden, that he had found Remy passed out on the day of the album launch after taking drugs. And after seeing him again today, he couldn't be certain whether he was on them again. Eden ordered Sonny to take her to see Remy immediately. But back at Avalon's pad, the magnitude of what Remy had done was beginning to hit him, as he prepared to leave and face the music. Avalon instead suggested he stay for a while to calm down, as Remy admitted that he didn't want to deal with any of it. So stay here and you don't have to, Avalon replied, before planting a kiss on him. Remy hesitated for a moment, saying he should go, before pulling Avalon back in for a more passionate smooch. As we return to the scene this week, Remy's spiral shows no sign of slowing as it's revealed that he and Avalon have slept together. If the situation wasn't bad enough, the pair are busted when Sonny returns to the house with Eden and Doe. As she walks in on Remy putting his clothes back on, Eden is horrified that he would cheat on Bree, whilst Sonny tries to work out exactly what's going on in Remy's head as they drag him from the house. He is in a period of his life where he doesn't know what he's doing, Adam Rowland tells TV Week. He's not self-sabotaging. He isn't thinking. Though it may have been fueled by stress and recklessness, none of it is going to help matters when it comes to Bree. The following day, deciding to honor a previous promise to be honest with one another, Remy gears up to tell Bree the truth and beg for her forgiveness. But how will Bree react?